A woman who survived being shot 10 times has a warning now for other women tonight.
Her ex-boyfriend kidnapped her, shot her, then drove her through multiple counties. And now she hopes she can inspire women to leave abusive relationships.
November 2nd started like any other day for Shamay Pitt. She agreed to meet her ex one last time just to get closure. What she didn't know? He had already decided that if he couldn't have her, nobody would. By the end of that day, she'd have 10 bullets in her body, and she'd spend 2 hours riding around, bleeding out, while he made phone calls asking people what to do with her body. And somehow, she survived to tell this story. When the clock strikes midnight, the truth comes out. I'm 12 AM Crime, and every single day I bring you real cases of domestic violence that turned deadly. The stories the system tried to bury. The victims who deserved justice. If you're about that raw, unfiltered truth, hit subscribe. New case drops every day at midnight. Don't sleep on justice. This is 12 AM Crime. Shamay Pitt was only 23 with a young son who meant everything to her. She had the biggest heart. The kind of woman who'd check on you even after you did her wrong. The kind who always wanted to see the good in people, even when they showed her exactly who they were. But sometimes, that kindness will get you caught up with the wrong person. For Shamay, that person was Joshua Woodruff. Earlier that year, Shamay started dating Joshua. At first, things seemed fine, but the relationship turned dark quick, and by June, she left him. Even after she walked away, when Joshua got locked up, she checked on him. That's just who she was. But the moment Joshua realized Shamay had truly moved on, everything changed. Joshua couldn't accept it. He started calling her from over 50 different numbers. Every time she blocked one, he'd call from another. He was trying to trap her. So when Joshua reached out on November 2nd asking to meet up, Shamay thought maybe this could be the end of it. He said he wanted to give her some money and a hug one last time. Just wanted to talk, end things on good terms. Because Shamay was kind and hopeful, she said yes. She thought she was going to get closure. She had no idea she was walking into an ambush. The meeting, Shamay pulled up on Snapfinger Road in DeKalb County. At first, they talked. Regular conversation in her car. But then Joshua's energy changed. The conversation got tense. Then it got physical. There was a struggle. Then Joshua stepped back, stepped forward, and he started shooting. 1 shot, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Joshua Woodruff shot Shamay Pitt 10 times. "I see the inside of me on the outside," she said later. Her own insides, outside her body. Blood everywhere, pain everywhere. And Joshua wasn't done with her yet. Most people run after shooting somebody 10 times. But Joshua, he got in the driver's seat of Shamay's car and started driving. Shamay was bleeding out, in and out of consciousness, trying to stay alive. He drove her from DeKalb County all the way to Douglasville. He had time to take her to a hospital, time to call 911, but he didn't. Instead, Shamay heard him making phone calls. Joshua was asking people what to do with her body. Not how do I help her. He was asking what to do with her body, like she was already gone. Shamay was right there, bleeding, broken, terrified. The nightmare, but Shamay wasn't ready to die. Not without seeing her son again. "Just lay me on the grass so I can breathe," she told him. "I don't want to die in this car." She'd been shot 10 times. All she wanted was to feel grass under her body instead of car seats. Joshua kept driving. At some point, Shamay tried to jump out. They were on the highway, cars passing by, but she couldn't. Her bones were broken, and Joshua threatened to shoot her in the head. She already had 10 bullets in her. She knew he wasn't bluffing, so she stayed in that seat, bleeding, broken, trapped. A mother's plea during those 2 hours. Shamay thought about her son, her baby boy. The reason she got up every morning. She knew she might not make it home to him. And that thought was more painful than any of those 10 bullets. "Can I just write a letter to my son?" This woman was bleeding out, and all she wanted was to write her baby a letter. Something to let him know she loved him. Joshua threw both her phones out the window. He wanted complete control over whether she lived or died. And for 2 hours, he had it. After 2 hours, Joshua finally pulled up to Wellstar Douglas Hospital. We don't know what changed his mind. Shamay was in critical condition. Paramedics rushed her inside and stabilized her, but her injuries were too severe. They transferred her to Kennestone Hospital for emergency surgery. Hospital security detained Joshua. He didn't get away. They held him until police arrived and arrested Joshua Woodruff, charging him with aggravated assault and false imprisonment. But Shamay's family wasn't satisfied. Shamay's mother spoke out.
He needs to be charged for bringing over county lines. He needs to be federally charged for having an automatic switch, which is federal offense.
And taking her across county lines? That could be federal. He had an automatic switch on his gun. That's a federal offense, and he used it to shoot her daughter 10 times. The family wanted real justice. When Shamay arrived at Kennestone Hospital, doctors didn't know if she was going to make it, but Shamay Pitt is a fighter. The surgery started immediately. One surgery, then another, then another. Her road to recovery wasn't going to be quick, and it damn sure wasn't going to be easy. But she was alive. Against all odds, she was alive. And while she was lying in that hospital bed, fighting through surgery after surgery, she was thinking about one person, her son. "He really is my reason," she said. That little boy is why she fought so hard, why she begged to write him a letter, why she didn't give up even when Joshua threatened to shoot her in the head. But survival came with a price. Hospital bills started piling up. Surgery after surgery, medications, physical therapy, the kind of medical debt that can bury a family. Shamay's friends and family organized a fundraiser. They set up a GoFundMe page to help with medical expenses while Shamay recovered. Because even though she survived, her life had been completely turned upside down. And the community showed up. Because that's what we do. When one of us is down, we lift them back up. Shamay could have stayed quiet. But that's not who she is. Just days after the shooting, while still recovering, Shamay agreed to speak publicly. She sat down with reporters and told her story, not because she wanted attention or sympathy, but because she wanted to help other women who might be in the same situation.
Channel 2's Audrey Washington is live at DeKalb County Police Headquarters in Tucker tonight. And Audrey, this survivor told you the ordeal went on for hours.
Right, she told me her ex-boyfriend drove her around for hours while she sat in the passenger seat of her car, bleeding out from 10 gunshot wounds.
I'm sorry.
Shamay Pitt did not think she would survive it.
Right here, I have a bullet wound.
She says on November 2nd, in a fit of rage, her ex-boyfriend Joshua Woodruff shot her 10 times.
I see the inside of me on the outside.
Pitt tells me she agreed to meet with her ex to talk. She says that conversation turned violent and there was a struggle inside of her car.
He steps back, he steps forward, and he starts shooting me. My ears are ringing, but I come into realization that he's shooting at me.
Pitt says Woodruff then drove her from Snapfinger Road in DeKalb County to Douglasville. At one point, she says she heard Woodruff make 2 phone calls.
Basically asked him what to do with my body. I'm scared. I asked him, can I just write a letter to my son?
Pitt says Woodruff eventually abandoned her at a hospital while paramedics rushed her to another hospital in critical condition. Security detained Woodruff. Police charged the 25-year-old with aggravated assault and false imprisonment. Pitt's mother says she wants the charges upgraded.
He needs to be charged for bringing over county lines. He needs to be federally charged for having an automatic switch, which is federal offense.
A few days ago, the Fulton County DA said Atlanta is under a domestic violence epidemic with nearly 1,000 felony cases pending. Pitt says she hopes more people in an abusive relationship will get out before it's too late.
You see that red flag? Run away.
And Woodruff is due in court tomorrow. As for Pitt's hospital bills, they are extensive. Her friends and family, they are holding a fundraiser for her on December 2nd. There's also a GoFundMe page to help with some of those expenses. Though that link to the GoFundMe page can be found on our website. That's WSBTV.com. And we are live tonight here in DeKalb County. I'm Audrey Washington, Channel 2 Action News.
Audrey, to survive that and to have the strength to talk about it in the hopes of helping other people, just amazing bravery. Thank you.
She laid it all out there, every horrifying detail. And she did it because she wanted women to understand something very important. You see that red flag? Run away. That's what Shamay wants every woman to know. When you see those signs, and trust me, they're always there, you need to get out. Not tomorrow, not next week, right then. Run. Because Shamay saw the red flags. She knew the relationship was toxic. That's why she left in June. But even after leaving, her big heart kept her connected to Joshua. And when he asked to meet up one last time, she said yes because she thought she could give him closure. But some men don't want closure, they want control. And when they realize they can't have it anymore, that's when they become dangerous. Joshua called her from over 50 different numbers. That wasn't a man who wanted to talk. That was a man who was obsessed, who was losing control. And when she agreed to meet him, he saw his opportunity. Shamay's message isn't just about leaving abusive relationships. It's about understanding that sometimes the most dangerous time is after you leave. It's about recognizing that you can't fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed. Around the same time Shamay was speaking out, the Fulton County DA made a statement that Atlanta is under a domestic violence epidemic. Nearly 1,000 felony domestic violence cases were pending. How many Shamays are out there right now? How many women are ignoring red flags because they think they can handle it or because they feel bad for their abuser? Shamay survived, but not every woman does. We see it on this channel all the time. Women who gave their abuser one more chance. Women who agreed to meet up one last time. And that's why Shamay's story matters. That's why she spoke out despite the trauma. Because if her story saves even one woman, then it was worth it. Shamay Pitt's story is a reminder that domestic violence doesn't always look the way we think it does. Sometimes it starts sweet. Sometimes it's a man who calls from 50 different numbers because he can't let go. Sometimes it's agreeing to one last meeting because you want peace. And sometimes it ends with 10 bullets and a 2-hour fight for your life. If you're in a relationship and you see those red flags, the obsessive behavior, the refusal to let you go, the threats, please, run. Don't look back. Don't try to give closure. Just get out and get safe. Because Shamay lived to tell this story. But not everyone does. If Shamay's story touched you, hit that like button and subscribe. We're here telling the stories that need to be heard, giving a voice to the victims, and keeping it real about what's really happening in our communities. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, please reach out. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is available 24/7 at 1-800-799-7233. You don't have to go through this alone. Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. And remember, when you see those red flags, run. Your life is worth more than trying to fix somebody who doesn't want to be fixed. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.